name of the method can be anything. Notify all. Okay, and then you can also pass data to to these methods, right? Notify all. All have been notified. And then you can also print out the data like that. Okay. Now let's say you have in order to do any Java callout, it's very simple. You create a standalone class like this. This is the only requirement, that it has to be static. And then you kind of you need. Then the second step is that you have to create a jar folder for that. Okay. Um, so where is that class? Notifier.java, right? Okay, Java C notifier.java compile, and then you can jar it up. CV here notifier.jar notifier.class. Okay, so we have a notifier.jar here, so you can copy that here. Copy that here. Now we go back to the OSB perspective, and this notifier, this is a notifier, right? One-way notifier service. So this service, we will add a folder called jars, and in that you will paste the jar. So going back to this service again. Now before logging, see, let's say this could be logging stage, and if you want, and again you may want to just add another stage, and this is for Java callout, right? Java callout. Now, since we added a parameter to the method, now we need to pass data to that method, right? So for that, for each parameter, it provides an expression. Okay, so you select the expression and write a simple expat. Just let's say I'm just writing this. Okay, so that it will send some whatever data to that method. Okay, okay. Okay. Going back, um, right, I'm directly testing the notifier uh, process order. Okay. Okay. So if we go and look at the console, um, notification service, do you guys see any Java printout? Yeah, Java notifier, right? See Java notifier, uh, all have been notified, process order 123. Okay, so it has been called. So doing Java callouts is like pretty easy. Okay. Actually, recently one requirement that I have seen was before calling some we were just like verbally discussing this. I'm not very clear on the requirement, but it was more like um, mm, more like before a service had to be invoked, they had to they had to get authentication from a proxy. Not don't confuse that with a proxy service, some proxy server or something. Okay, for that, what they had to do in order to do, so calling from OSB, it was always resulting in an error, it seems. So what they had to do was they had to do a Java callout. In the Java callout, they have written like Java code using there is a in a package called HTTP client. Using that HTTP client, for you first gain authentication to the proxy service, and once you have the authentication, and then when the service call was being made, it was going through successfully. Okay, so that's one case, one very good case, where a Java callout is being done, and another usage was there is some configuration information stored in the properties file. Okay, your properties file which was available somewhere on the file system. Okay, so they were doing a Java callout to read that properties file and get the properties out and then use that in message enrichment. Okay. And then actually another scenario with the property file is and this is what I want you guys to also implement as a lab. Okay, so we will talk about it. The the so the lab, what this this scenario was that a message, a huge payload is received when a payload is received. Um, then this message had to be like chopped up into smaller subsets. Okay, so let's say it's a book list of like 100 books. Basing on a determined size, a batch size, this book list has to be, maybe let's say that size is 10, right? So this book list has to be chopped up into 10 smaller book lists, and then each book list was supposed to be put on a supposed to be put on a JMS queue. Okay. uh, the and in that the batch size was defined in an external file. Okay, so in order to again read the batch size and some other configuration information. Okay, for in order to enrich the message, they had to do a Java column. Okay, so